Visual verbal journals. Artists record ideas, personally meaningful symbols, photographs, words, sketches, and media exploration in a visual verbal journal. Artists from all time periods have kept journals and sketchbooks, and it helps art historians see the thought process and idea development of the artist. Throughout this course and any other course you take in the future in visual art, you will use a visual verbal journal to record your learning. At the end of the course, you will reflect on what you've learned and how the process of keeping a visual verbal journal assisted in your learning. What is a visual verbal journal? It's a type of journal showing visual thinking. It's personally meaningful. It has a mixture of words and images. And it's a place to think about our thinking and avoid just reflex action. This is where you think and you play and you don't have to worry about something being exactly right. So there's freedom in this. What do you put in a visual verbal journal? Well, you put sketches, you put drawings, words that describe and support, depictions and become, and graphic devices. Put photographs and describe and support descriptions that become graphic devices, personally meaningful symbols. Collages. This is when you take different images from magazines or bits of paper or drawings and you put them together on a base, such as a piece of paper or a page in your visual verbal journal, and you put them together in a way that makes sense to you, that tells a story of a sort. So what are the uses of visual verbal journals? We use them for research, for a source of ideas for future artworks, for reflection, exploring new ideas, exploring new media. It will help you realize how your daily life influences your artwork. It will help you to identify significant events. And also, you can create future artworks from the source material in your visual verbal journal. Artists from all time periods have used visual verbal journals to record ideas that later became artwork. Leonardo da Vinci's visual verbal journals are well known and show his sketches and thoughts before creating major works of art, and some of his inventions. When working on your visual verbal journal, you will be given assignments with instructions, and you will have open-ended visual verbal journal prompts that will give you subject matter idea, and you'll choose the media and composition. The Create a Page instruction document should be printed and pasted into your VVJ, Visual Verbal Journal, as instructions for future references and assignments. Composition is created when you use the principles of design to arrange the elements of art. In the next few slides, you'll see examples of several visual verbal journal compositions that you'll use in this course. So this is a full page spread. It's the most common design composition. In a full page design, you'll create artwork that uses the entire page and activates the entire space of a single page. The two sketchbooks you're looking at have 4 individual full page designs. A bleed occurs when the artwork bleeds off the edges of the page onto a second page. This can also be referred to as a double page spread. In these two examples, the figures are cropped and part of the body is off the page and unseen. The paint, marker, and pen also go to the edges and beyond the paper. Borders are the edges of your artwork and can be as simple as a thin frame around the image or be more complex by a border created around important information and images as a way to make a focal point. Grids are ways to divide a page into smaller sections. Comic books are great examples of the grid in action. The images are related, but not necessarily the same. A mandala refers to a radial design. A radial design is a design that comes out from a central point in a circle and is typically symmetrical. In these two examples, you see the circle serving as the focal point or center of interest in the artwork. Columns are a way to divide the page vertically or horizontally and can be made of words, images, or both. A diagonal composition has the elements arranged diagonally on the page. In this example, the barbed wire is moving diagonally from the top right to the bottom left. Cutouts in windows are a really fun way to connect pages with similar content. In the image on the left, the edges of the paper were cut to the silhouette of a human skull, and you can see a landscape in the background. In the bottom right, you can see a window cut out of a page that shows a heart on the next page. The Create a Page instruction document will have these compositions listed for you to choose from for future assignments. In your first visual verbal journal assignment, the media and content have been assigned, but the composition design will be your choice. All right, that's all. Thank you for watching. The end.